There's a moment that happens to everyone. Maybe you're staring at the stars, or walking alone in nature, or sitting in complete silence. Suddenly you feel it, a deep knowing, a recognition, like you've just remembered something incredibly important that you'd completely forgotten. In that moment, you're not just James or Sophia or whatever name you carry. You're something far more ancient, far more powerful. You're touching the truth of who you really are beneath all the layers of identity, all the stories, all the programming. But then it's gone. The moment passes, and you're back to being just another person stuck in traffic, worried about bills, living a life that feels somehow small. What if I told you that this feeling isn't just a random moment of inspiration? What if it's your soul trying to wake up? And what if there's a technique hidden in ancient texts and rediscovered by modern mystics that can bring back that feeling whenever you want? Today, I'm going to share with you the most powerful technique for soul remembrance that's been kept secret for centuries. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to strip away everything you think you are and remember who you truly are beneath it all. First, let's talk about what happened to you. Because something did happen. You weren't always disconnected from your true self. When you were born, you came into this world knowing exactly who you were. You were pure consciousness, unlimited potential, divine awareness, experiencing itself through a human body. But then the world got to work on you. Your parents gave you a name and told you that's who you are. Society gave you roles to play. School taught you to think in boxes. Religion might have told you that you're a sinner. The media convinced you that you're not enough unless you buy something, achieve something, become someone else. Layer by layer, year by year, you built an identity. You started believing that you are your thoughts, your emotions, your memories, your job, your relationships, your bank account, your problems. You forgot that all of these things are just costumes that consciousness wears. The ancient Vedic texts call this Maya, the illusion of separation. The Gnostics called it the veil of forgetfulness. Modern psychology calls it identification with the ego. But whatever you call it, the result is the same. You've forgotten who you really are. But here's the secret that mystics have known for thousands of years. Forgetting is not permanent. Your true self is always there, waiting to be remembered. And there's a technique that can help you remember. This technique comes from the ancient Egyptian mystery schools, but it's been adapted and refined by spiritual teachers throughout history. The Sufi mystics used it. The Christian desert fathers practiced it. Even modern teachers like Ramana Maharshi and Eckhart Tolle have described variations of it. I call it the mirror of souls technique because it turns your attention back on itself, like holding up a mirror to consciousness itself. Here's how it works. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Now I want you to ask yourself this question. Who am I? Your mind will immediately give you answers. I'm a teacher. I'm a mother. I'm someone who's struggling with anxiety. I'm a person who loves music. But here's the key. Don't accept any of these answers. Instead, ask yourself, who is aware of being a teacher? Who knows that I'm a mother? Who observes the anxiety? Keep going deeper. Every time your mind gives you an identity, ask who is aware of that identity. Who is the witness of all these roles and labels? Keep asking. Keep going deeper. Who am I? Who wants to know? Who is asking this question? If you do this sincerely, something incredible will happen. You'll start to notice that there's an awareness that's always been there, watching everything, knowing everything, but never identified with anything. That awareness is who you really are. The Upanishads, ancient Hindu texts that are over 3,000 years old, describe this technique as neti neti. Not this, not this. You systematically eliminate everything you think you are until only pure awareness remains. The sage Ramana Maharshi taught this as self-inquiry. He said that the question, "Who am I?" is like a stick used to stir a funeral pyre. Everything false about you gets burned away, and eventually even the stick itself is consumed by the fire, leaving only the truth. In the Christian mystical tradition, Meister Eckhart wrote about the God beyond God, the pure awareness that exists before all concepts, even the concept of God. He said that to know this, you must become empty of all things, empty even of yourself. The Zen masters call it, "Who is asking?" They say that when you truly investigate who is asking the questioner disappears, and only pure awareness remains. But here's what's beautiful about this technique. You don't need to be a monk or a mystic to use it. You can do it right now, wherever you are. Once you've gotten comfortable with the basic technique, there's a more advanced version that can take you even deeper. This time, instead of just asking, "Who am I?" you're going to investigate specific aspects of your identity more thoroughly. Start with your thoughts. Notice a thought arising in your mind. Maybe it's, "I need to do the laundry," or "I'm worried about work." Instead of getting lost in the thought, ask, "Who is thinking this thought? Who is aware of this thought?" You might say, "I am." But then ask, "Who is this I that claims to be thinking? Can I find this I anywhere?" Look for the thinker. Where is it? Is it in your head? In your heart? Behind your eyes? The more you look, the more you'll realize that you can't find the thinker anywhere. There are thoughts, but no thinker you can locate. Now do the same with emotions. Feel whatever emotion is present. Maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's excitement, maybe it's boredom. Ask, who is feeling this emotion? Who is aware of this feeling? Look for the feeler. Where is it? You'll find the same thing. There are feelings, but no feeler you can pin down. Do this with sensations in your body. Who is feeling this sensation? Who is aware of this physical experience? Do it with your memories. Who is remembering this? Who is aware of this memory? What you'll start to discover is that there's pure awareness that's aware of thoughts, but it's not the thoughts. There's awareness that's aware of emotions, but it's not the emotions. There's awareness that's aware of sensations, memories, perceptions, but it's not any of these things. That awareness is who you really are. When you really get this technique, there's a moment that happens. It's different for everyone, but it's unmistakable when it occurs. Some people describe it as a sudden expansion, like they've been living in a small room and suddenly the walls disappear. Others say it's like waking up from a dream they didn't know they were having. Some feel a deep peace, others feel overwhelming love, and some just feel free. But what everyone reports is recognition. Oh, this is who I've always been. This is what I've been looking for. This is home. You realize that you're not a person having spiritual experiences. You're the awareness in which all experiences arise. You're not someone trying to find God. You're the consciousness that God is made of, recognizing itself. If this video is resonating with you, I want you to do something right now. Pause this video and try the basic technique I just shared, just for 5 minutes. Ask yourself, who am I? And keep going deeper with every answer your mind gives you. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. The technique works by itself when you approach it with genuine curiosity about your true nature. And when you're done, come back and let me know in the comments what you discovered. Did you find the thinker? Did you locate the feeler? Or did you start to notice the awareness that's always been there? Also, if you want to go deeper into these ancient techniques for awakening, make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on. We're going to explore more hidden methods for remembering who you really are. Now let's continue with some specific variations of this technique that you can use in different situations. You don't have to sit still to practice this technique. In fact, some of the most powerful moments of recognition happen when you're moving through the world. Next time you're walking, whether it's to your car, around your neighborhood, or just from room to room, try this. As you walk, ask yourself, who is walking? Who is aware of walking? You might think, I am walking, but then ask, who is this I that claims to be walking? Can I find this walker anywhere? Look for the walker. Is it in your legs, in your body, in your head? The more you investigate, the more you'll realize that there's walking happening, but no walker you can locate. There's just the pure awareness of walking, the awareness of movement, the awareness of being. This technique is particularly powerful because it shows you that even in the middle of ordinary activities, your true nature is always available to be recognized. When you're feeling angry, sad, anxious, or overwhelmed, instead of trying to fix the emotion or push it away, use it as a doorway to your true self. Feel the emotion fully. Don't resist it. Then ask, who is feeling this anger? Who is aware of this sadness? Who is experiencing this anxiety? You might say, I am, but then ask, who is this I that's feeling this? Where is this I that's upset? Look for the one who's emotional. Try to find the angry person, the sad person, the anxious person. You'll discover something amazing. There's emotion, but no one you can find who's actually emotional. There's just pure awareness, aware of emotional energy moving through. And that awareness, your true self, is never actually disturbed by any emotion. It's like the sky watching clouds pass by. This doesn't mean you become emotionless. It means you realize that you're the vast, unchanging awareness in which all emotions arise and pass away. This version is perfect for when your mind is racing with thoughts and you can't seem to find peace. When you notice your mind chattering away, don't try to stop the thoughts. Instead, ask, who is thinking all these thoughts? Who is aware of this mental activity? Then ask, who wants to stop thinking? Who is bothered by thoughts? Keep investigating. Who is the one who's trying to find peace? Who is looking for a quiet mind? What you'll discover is that there's thinking happening, but no thinker you can locate. There's someone who wants peace, but when you look for that someone, you can't find them anywhere. There's just pure awareness, aware of mental activity. And that awareness was never actually disturbed by thoughts in the first place. The most powerful thing about this technique is that once you start using it, you can apply it to anything. Stuck in traffic? Ask, who is frustrated by traffic? Who is aware of frustration? Watching TV? Ask, who is watching? Who is aware of watching? Eating dinner? Ask, who is eating? Who is aware of taste? Having a conversation? Ask, who is talking? Who is listening? Who is aware of both? Every single experience becomes an opportunity to remember who you really are. The ancient texts make a promise about this technique. They say that if you sincerely investigate who you are, you will discover that you are not separate from the source of all existence. The Vedas say, Tattvam asi, that thou art. You are that which you seek. The Christian mystic said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. Not will be within you someday, but is within you right now. The Sufis say, wherever you turn, there is the face of God, because you are that face, looking at itself. The Zen masters say, you are perfect as you are, not because your personality is perfect, but because your true nature, pure awareness, has never been damaged, never been lacking, never been anything other than perfect. I need to warn you about something. When you start practicing this technique seriously, you'll face resistance, not from the world, but from your own mind. Your ego, the collection of thoughts, beliefs, and identities you've built up over the years, doesn't want to be seen through. It wants to survive. It wants to be important. It wants to be the star of the show. So when you start asking, who am I? and going deeper than surface identities, your mind will try to distract you. It will say things like, "This is stupid. This isn't working. You're wasting your time. You're not spiritual enough for this. You need to read more books first. You're being selfish. You should be doing something productive. This is dangerous. What if you lose your sense of self?" When this happens, don't fight the resistance. Instead ask, who is resistant? Who is afraid? Who is doubting? Use the resistance itself as material for inquiry. The one who resists is also just another identity. Here's something that might blow your mind. The one who wants to remember who they really are is not who they really are. The seeker is part of the illusion. The spiritual person trying to wake up is still just another identity, another role being played. Your true self is not trying to remember itself. It knows exactly who it is. It's always been awake. So when you practice this technique, you're not actually trying to become enlightened. You're recognizing that you already are what you're seeking. You're not trying to find God. You're recognizing that what you call God is what you actually are. You're not trying to become free. You're recognizing that you were never actually bound. This is why the technique works. You're not creating something new. You're simply removing the veils that hide what's always been there. When you start to remember who you really are, something beautiful happens. It doesn't just change your inner experience. It changes how you show up in the world. You stop taking things so personally because you realize there's no person there to take things personally. You stop being so defensive because you realize there's nothing to defend. You stop needing to prove yourself because you realize you have nothing to prove. You stop being so afraid because you realize that what you truly are can never be harmed. People around you start to notice something different. They can't put their finger on it, but there's a peace, a presence, a lightness that wasn't there before. You become a walking reminder to others of what's possible. Without saying a word, you're teaching them that there's more to life than the stories we tell ourselves about who we are. Here's how to make this technique a part of your daily life. Start each morning by asking, "Who am I?" before you get out of bed. Let it be the first question you ask yourself each day. Throughout the day, whenever you notice you're identified with a thought, emotion, or role, pause and ask, who is identified? Who is aware of this identification? Before you go to sleep, ask, who is going to sleep? Who is aware of tiredness? Set random alarms throughout the day to remind you to ask, who am I right now? And here's the most important part. Don't make it a chore. Approach it with curiosity, with playfulness, with wonder. You're not trying to achieve anything. You're simply exploring the mystery of what you are. Everything I've shared with you today points to one ultimate truth. You are not who you think you are. You are not your thoughts, because you can observe your thoughts. You are not your emotions, because you can witness your emotions. You are not your body, because you can be aware of your body. You are not your memories, because you can watch your memories arise and pass away. You are not your roles, your achievements, your failures, your past, or your future plans. You are the awareness that's aware of all these things. You are the consciousness in which all experience arises. And that consciousness is not separate from the consciousness that's animating every other being, every star, every atom in the universe. When you truly recognize this, you realize that you are not a separate wave in the ocean. You are the ocean itself, temporarily taking the shape of a wave. You are not a drop of water trying to find its way back to the ocean. You are the ocean, dreaming that it's a drop. If this video has awakened something in you, I want you to make a commitment right now. For the next 7 days, practice the Mirror of Souls technique every single day. Sit quietly, ask, who am I? And keep going deeper with every answer your mind gives you. And here's what I want you to do. Keep a journal of what you discover. Write down any insights, any moments of recognition, any shifts in how you see yourself. After 7 days, come back to this video and leave a comment about what you experienced. Did you find the thinker? Did you locate the feeler? Or did you start to recognize the awareness that's always been there? Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to begin their own journey of remembering. And if you want to explore more advanced techniques for awakening to your true nature, make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on. We're going to dive deep into the hidden teachings that can transform your entire understanding of what it means to be human. Hit that subscribe button now and join our community of truth seekers who are ready to remember who they really are. Because here's the thing. You didn't find this video by accident. Your soul is calling you to remember. The part of you that's been asleep is ready to wake up. The only question is, are you ready to answer the call? Remember, you are not who you think you are. You are so much more than that. You are the awareness that's reading these words right now. You are the consciousness that's been seeking itself through every spiritual book, every meditation, every moment of wonder you've ever experienced. You are what you've been looking for all along. Welcome home.